Jennifer, thank you. Well, the other big story here, Governor Phil Scott's appearance before a joint session delivering his annual State of the State message. No big surprises from the Republican governor, who called on the legislature to restrain their appetite for spending. He was warmly greeted as he entered the House chamber. Members of his cabinet, justices of the Supreme Court, the place was packed as usual. The governor hailed progress over the last year in expanding drug treatment capacity to fight the opioid epidemic, but sounded the alarm over Vermont's aging population, the number of jobs Vermont employers cannot fill, and the rising cost of public schools.
We've lost nearly 30,000 students in the last 20 years, yet staffing levels and costs continue to rise. This year, we have an even more urgent need to act, and I look forward to working with you to find solutions. Because if we don't, we face a significant statewide property tax increase. We cannot let this happen. Vermonters can't afford it. The state cannot sustain it, and I will not accept it.
The governor went further, saying he will reject any fee or tax increase of any kind this year. One new initiative he outlined today, making college tuition free for members of the Vermont National Guard. Thinks that will help the Guard lure more working age folks to Vermont, starting families here. And at the end, everyone got to their feet when the Republican governor bemoaned what he called the hyper-partisanship that he sees in Washington. Said Vermonters must do everything they can to try to, quote, pull the nation out of darkness and restore civility. No details on mental health, no details on lake cleanup. That may come in 2.5 weeks or so when he returns here for the budget address on January 23rd. But again, at this hour, a final vote now underway on the floor of the House of Representatives on that legalizing marijuana bill. We'll have that for you a little later on. For now, from the State House, in Montpelier, Stuart Ledbetter, NBC5 News.
Stuart, thank you. Tonight, Vermont officials are responding to the governor's announcement that there will be no new property taxes. Here's what Lieutenant Governor David Zuckerman had to say.
Ultimately, I think you touched on something that we all stand together on, which is to work to improve the Vermont economy. Again, we may have some different ideas on what that means or how to do it, but there's no doubt that we all are trying to look out for working class people in Vermont who are struggling, and those struggles are real, and we need to try to address them.